All right, so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to reveal to you what the plans are of the evil ones that control the world. And I call them the evil ones because they include humans, they include aliens, demons, entities from other worlds, realities, whatever, right? There's a whole bunch of shit mixed in together. And it's not just demons, it's not just aliens, it's not just humans. It's a bunch of shit together, right? So I call them the evil ones just to make it easy. You can call them whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter. As long as you know that there are evil entities and beings that are in control of this world that want to do you harm and kill you. That's all you need to know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal their plans for 2024 and going forward. And as this year unfolds, meaning 2024, I'm going to give you guys more knowledge, more insight, more things to arm you with the information you need to resist them, defend yourselves, and at least have a basic understanding of what's going on in the world, right? And that's what I've been trying to do, but I'm going to do it even more in the next year. So I'll talk more about that in my next video because that's going to be about plans for the future and all of that. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about what I need to talk about. So this is going to be my last real video for the year where I give you guys something to think about. And then next year, we're going to really take off and pick it up, right? So without further ado, let's start with the United States, right? As you guys see, those of you that live in the United States or that follow politics or whatever, even if you don't live in the United States, if you're just paying attention to what's going on in this country, there's a lot of divide, right? There's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of this side versus that side, right? Republicans, Democrats, you name it, right? And that's where it starts, right? Is with politics. And once you go to politics, then there are subdivisions of those categories, whether it's Republicans or Democrats, and it doesn't matter if there's libertarians, whatever. It doesn't matter what political ideology you follow. There are subdivisions, and it keeps breaking down that way, right? And the reason for politics is to cause that division and divide and conflict amongst people that are too stupid to realize what's happening, right? Instead of people saying what's the right thing, what's the wrong thing, people are like, which side should I be on? Which side should I pick? And I talked a little bit about this in my last video. And that's why I said I'm too real for this world, because I don't pick a side. I just go by what's right and what's wrong. Period. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what you believe, what religion you follow. I don't care about any of that. What is right and what is wrong? That's all I care about, okay? Some religions have some things that are true. Some politics have some things that are true. Some have things that are wrong. Some others have things that are wrong. Blah. You get the point, right? So what they're trying to do in the United States is they're trying to create a civil war by dividing the country into two halves. Now, the thing that irks me about this is that, first of all, why are there even two halves to begin with? And second of all, how are people so stupid to believe that there's so many people on both sides that it's even, right? Because to be honest, I think most people are on the right, or at least align more with the right, because the right has more values and more things that are good or true. However, and I'm not saying the left doesn't have anything good, right? There are some good things on the left, but the left has been chosen to be the side of evil. That's what the evil ones have planned. If you're on the left, for the most part, you're the side of evil. Unfortunately, hey, that's the way they're playing the game, okay? If you don't like what I'm saying, take it up with your evil masters. Don't take it up with me. I'm just telling you what they're doing, all right? So I don't give a shit what side you fall. I'm not on the right or the left. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, as far as the right is concerned, they're the pseudo good guys. And what I mean by that is they're the side that's supposed to be the good ones, right? They're playing the good guy role, right? But again, I think most people that I've known, even if they're so-called Democrats, a lot of them actually agree more with what the right is doing or the way that they think. Yet there's supposedly an even down the middle split of left versus right, right? I don't believe that shit at all. I don't believe there's so many leftists that there should be some kind of even election or close election or anything like that, right? That's just what I feel. First of all, the elections are Let me not say that because I don't know if that's bannable or not. But I don't consider them legitimate. Let's just say that, okay? So they choose who they want to be in the seats of office in any part of the government. If anybody that's watching this video right now thinks that you have a say or a vote well, you do have a vote. So let me correct myself. You do have a vote. But if you think your vote matters, you're out of your fucking mind. You're a fucking delusional idiot. There's no nice way to say that. I'm sorry. If that's what you think, you're a fucking moron. All right? That's the nicest way I can put it. Don't make me get worse than that. Now, they choose, they being the evil ones that control the world, the ones I talked about in the beginning of the video, who they want to be in which position. It's all predetermined, okay? No one has a vote or say in anything. But what are they doing for 2024? Oh, the election, right? Oh, everyone has to pick Biden and Trump, or if you don't like those two, then pick somebody else, right? They're trying to make everybody, just like they did in 2020 and every other election, they're trying to hype it up to make people think that your vote really matters and you should pick a side. And it's not just the evil ones that control the world with their propaganda and the news and everything else, but it's also influencers that I see on YouTube and other places who are supposed to be good guys, right? They're also hyping this shit up, like Tim Pool or The Quartering or other people like that. And let me explain something before I go further. I don't care if you follow these people or not. I don't care who you follow. I don't care if you follow me or not. I like you to follow me, but if you don't, it is what it is, right? But let me explain something. There's the obvious evil and there's the deceptive evil. Those are the two sides. There is no real good side, okay? So let me explain what I mean. When I made my video about Alex Jones and Elon Musk, I kind of touched on this, all right? So if you watch that video, you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about or what I'm about to say. But the obvious evil are people like Biden, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, who else? Dr. Fauci, people that pretend that they have your best interests at heart or your well-being, when in reality, they're doing blatantly evil shit. Like, I don't know, telling you to take something, some kind of treatment that's supposed to cure some imaginary thing. But in reality, all it's doing is breaking down your immune system even more and hurting you more. Those kind of people that do blatant shit like that, those are the obvious evil. So I don't talk too much about them because it's so blatantly obvious what they're doing and how evil they are that if I have to tell you that they're evil and I have to talk about them to explain to you what they're doing, you're a lost cause. You're never going to see what's happening. So I can't talk to people that don't see that. I'm not here to make people's IQ go higher, right? If you don't have the intellect to understand what I'm saying and to see those people as evil, you're hopeless. I'm sorry. That's the truth of the reality of the world we live in. Now, as far as people like Trump and Elon Musk and Andrew Tate and all these other people, they're pretenders. They're people who are put in a position to seem like some kind of good guy that's sacrificing himself for everybody else. And a lot of times, I'll be honest, I agree with a lot of things they say. A lot of times they do seem to be doing good things for the world. But that's the role that they were given. That's what you guys need to understand. That's why I call it deceptive evil. They're the good guys, quote unquote, but they're playing their role that they were assigned by the evil ones that control the world. They're part of the matrix, as Andrew Tate puts it, right? And they're doing what they're doing. They're doing what they're told to do. If they tell Andrew Tate to get his punk ass in a Romanian jail cell and stay there for a year or 6 months or whatever, guess what Andrew Tate has to do? What they told him to do. If they tell Andrew Tate, we're going to murder your ass and there ain't shit you can do about it, you're going to be a martyr and an example for these people not to cross us, guess what Andrew Tate's going to do? He's going to get assassinated. Do you get where I'm going with this? Same thing with Elon Musk. Same thing with Trump. If they say to Trump, you're going to be an example for what happens when you go against the system and you try to disrupt the matrix, Guess what happens? January 6th. And Trump plays his role of leading people to their doom, basically. That's all he's there for. Support me. And then those people end up in jail for pretty much nothing, right? But that's the world we live in. If you guys want to support these people, that's your prerogative. That's what you want to do. Go ahead. I'm not doing it. Okay. I support myself. That's it. I don't support anyone else. I tell people all the time, think for yourself. Do what you want to do. Just don't try to tell me that I should do what you're doing, because I'm not stupid enough to fall for this shit. That's what I mean by I break the fourth wall all the time, because I'm always telling people that I'm not going to participate in any of this shit, but everyone else seems to be willing and excited to be part of it. You guys want to be part of this game, this movie. And I'm going to tell you this again, like January 6th, right? You know what the mistake of the Trump supporters were? They got too involved, the ones that went to jail anyways, in the game. You don't want to be involved in the game to that degree. You watch it, you see what's going on, but once you participate and you want to be part of it, you want to put yourself in that situation and show your support, guess what the Matrix does? Guess what the evil ones do? They deal with you and they make an example out of you, right? And to be honest, I'm sort of putting myself in that situation now by making these videos and telling you guys what's happening. But that's a bridge that I'm willing to cross, right? Because at least I stood on my own, and it was of my own volition. If something happens to me that I was taken down or killed or whatever, I decided that I wanted to do this and stand by myself. I don't have a legion of followers that I'm going to take with me. I'm not going to tell you guys to do something so you can get fucked. The only thing I've ever told people to do on this channel is resist the evil shit that's going on and don't participate in it. So if anything, I'm telling people just civil disobedience, or not even civil disobedience. Just don't get involved in the shit and don't be part of it. Don't contribute to it. That's all I'm telling people to do. I'm not telling people to do anything else. I'm not telling people to go protest, to vote, to march, to do any of this stupid shit, because I know the shit doesn't work, and it's basically created like the freedom to protest and all the shit that they tell you can do. That's to make you think you have a right or a voice, to make you feel like you have an out to get your frustrations out. Because if they didn't have that, then people would be rioting all the time. There would be violence all the time, because people wouldn't have a way to get their feelings out or expressions out, right? So that's why they give you guys that bullshit of you can protest, you can march, you can do this and that, right? But again, what happened on January 6th? If you protest the wrong thing, guess what happens to your ass? You go to jail. Why? Because the system, the program, the matrix, whatever you want to call it, they don't like that. So they're like, this is a problem. This is a threat. We need to fix this. We need to eliminate this. We need to make an example out of this so people don't do this shit in the future. That was the point of January 6th. And Trump was the ringleader who led his followers to their doom. That's all he did. That he played his fucking role. That's why I say he's a deceptive evil. So again, you have the obvious evil, then you have the deceptive evil. Now let's talk about what they're trying to do to the United States. They want to create a civil war. So they're using Trump as this sympathetic figure who's having all these states deny him being on the ballot, right? They're like, oh, Trump can't be on the ballot. So that riles up his supporters, right? But it goes both ways, right? So if the states don't deny him, that upsets the left. If the states deny him, that upsets the right. So you're angering both mobs, right? And that's how you get a civil war, right? Anyone that's stupid enough to participate in that shit. I'm not going to participate. I'm just going to watch all these fucking idiots kill each other for no reason. It's just like religion, right? When motherfuckers kill each other over shit that's fake. It's the same thing with this politics shit. But whatever. That's the religion they've chosen to follow. So be it. To each their own, and that's their fate. Now, they're doing this in the United States because the United States is the real only bastion of freedom in the world left. It's the only country that can truly say, for the most part, it's not free, but they want us to believe that it is. The idea of freedom, at least the way the Constitution was created, right? Or constructed. The idea is to give us freedom. As much freedom as possible. Put the freedom in the people's hands. And the government's supposed to serve the people. But that's not how the fuck the shit works. Because when you have evil, corrupted motherfuckers that are in the government, they can change it, right? They can lie to you consistently and tell you they're giving you rights and freedoms. Whenever you vote for these people and elect them, they don't do what the citizens ask for, their constituents, right? They don't listen to their constituents. They just do whatever the fuck they want to do. And you can't fire these motherfuckers. They're always there. No matter what you do. It doesn't matter about polls. Like, I see people always looking at polls saying, oh, well, the polls say this. Well, that shit is so fake. It doesn't matter what the polls say. They're going to put whoever the fuck they want there. Okay? And there's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't matter whether you want to vote or not. It doesn't matter whether you want them out of there or not. It doesn't matter what they do. They're going to be there. So they're trying to create these two polarized sides that hate each other. So that when something happens with Trump, whether he gets assassinated, whether he doesn't get into office, whether he does get into office, whatever happens, I'm going to watch. It's going to be funny to me. It's going to be funny, but then it's going to get serious. And what I mean is, I'm going to be like, damn, I told these dumb motherfuckers not to follow this idiot. I told them not to follow Biden. I told them not to vote or believe in politics. But guess what? Nobody wanted to listen to me because I'm the crazy alien UFO guy or whatever you want to call me, right? I'm a conspiracy theorist, as they say. Okay, whatever. Don't listen to me. Get fucked. That's the way I feel about it. If you want to get fucked, go get fucked. That's your problem. I'm not going to get fucked. I'm just going to watch you idiots fuck each other. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be like a porn that I didn't want to watch. Let's put it that way. But long story short, people are going to participate in this nonsense because they're so brainwashed into believing that voting and politics matter. That is going to cause a lot of conflict. So I believe there's going to be some kind of conflict around the election, right? There's going to be, even probably before the election, there's going to be conflicts, but definitely during the election. Don't know how severe the conflict is going to be, but there's going to be some conflict. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. So if you want to participate in that shit, good fucking luck to you, all right? Because you're following some idiots that are going to lead you to your doom. That's all I'm going to say to you. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to watch. Now, that's in the United States, right? Why are they trying to destroy the United States and cause civil war? Because like I said earlier, the United States is the last symbol of freedom, the last country with a constitution that's supposed to protect its people. But it doesn't work if the people that are in government are corrupt and evil and don't want to help their citizens, right? Or don't want to listen to their citizens. So what's the point of the Constitution? It's almost void at this point if you have corrupt motherfuckers that are in the government. They all need to be fired. All of them. To be honest, I don't even know if there's a way to fix this right now. I don't see a real way to fix this because even if those motherfuckers get fired, they'll replace them with other people. But whatever. There's the real deep evil is hidden. The ones that put those people in power, those are the ones that need to go. But that's a whole nother level that we haven't even got past the human part yet, let alone getting to the true evil or the true ones that control the world. So if we can't even deal with politics and elections and simple shit like that, how the fuck are we going to get to the ones that are really doing it, right? The ones that are really doing the evil and controlling the world. It's almost impossible if you can't deal with the simple shit. But anyways, so once the United States is in chaos, guess what? That leaves us open to attack from other countries, right? Because we are not even in a position to take care of our own country and do things right here. So not only are we vulnerable to other countries attacking us, like, oh, I don't know, China, or I don't know, Russia, Korea, right? Not only are we vulnerable, or some country in the Middle East that they'll make up and say, just like they did with Iraq, right? Oh, this country hates the United States. They're going to attack us. Whatever. Some bullshit like that, right? But also, we can't help other countries or other states like Taiwan, right? We can't help Taiwan if they get attacked by China because we have our own problems. And if we are having a civil war in the United States, how the fuck are we going to help Taiwan? We can't. I mean, we can, but then we're going to put ourselves in an even bigger mess because we have infighting, and then you have China is going to attack us. And guess what? China is allied with Russia. Right? So guess what happens there? You think Russia is our friend? No, they're not. So guess what happens? China and Russia will work together. And then they'll start attacking us too. So it's going to be a real world war, right? So not only are we going to have a civil war, but we're going to have a world war. And nothing is set in stone, right? The future is very changeable. This is just what I anticipate could possibly likely happen. So my warning is you guys need to pay attention to what's going to happen and not participate in it, not take sides, not believe the government, not believe that this country is righteous over that country. They're all working together. The evil ones control all the countries. They're just using them as puppet states to basically terrorize the populations of each country. So if you're in a war, like for instance, Russia and Ukraine, right? They're using both of those countries to terrorize the Ukrainian people. That's all that it is. But neither country is actually righteous. No country is really righteous. And not even the United States, to be honest with you. The only thing that makes us kind of righteous is the Constitution. But if you have corrupt individuals running the government, again, are we real? What makes us any better than any other country if our officials are corrupt? We're not. That's the bottom line. It doesn't matter if we have a constitution, because if the Constitution isn't being honored and upheld by our officials, then what's the point of having a constitution? What's the point of a government, our government, who's supposed to serve the people? What is the point of that government if it's not serving the people? They're only serving their own self-interest. They don't care what you want. They don't care what you think. It's what they want. It's what they want to do. It is what it is. But that's the game that's being played on this planet, right? And people think, oh, Russia hates the United States. China hates the United States. These countries hate each other. It's not like that. That's what they're creating as a scenario to have an excuse to kill people. Because I've told you guys before in other videos that evil ones that control the world, the demons, the aliens, whatever you want to call them, they eat negative energy that is created through human suffering. That's what they eat. That's their nutrition, their drugs. That's their high. That's their sex. That's how they feel good about themselves. It's by hurting humans and killing humans. So they have to create these conflicts and wars, like what's happening between Israel and Palestine, right? They have to do these things to feed themselves. And nothing feeds them more than a world war. That's like a buffet. That's like a banquet. Like it's like a big party for them when we have world wars. So while we're over here killing each other over stupid shit that they created as a scenario for us to fight over, they're enjoying themselves, sitting back, having fun, laughing at how stupid and ignorant humans are, and also feeding themselves and getting high, and they couldn't feel better. When they see us hurting each other and suffering, they can't feel better than that. That's their high. That's their and until we figure out the game. Well, I already know. So let me take myself out of that we. Until you guys figure out the game of what's going on and decide not to participate in it, because that's the first step, is non-participation. Once you stop being involved in this world and its politics and religions and all the stupid shit that they've created, their countries and all of this shit to hurt you, to kill you, once you stop doing that and see what they're really doing, that's the first step in order to free humanity from the evil that controls it. And until we do that, there's no point of talking about anything beyond that, because we haven't even done the first fucking step. How are we going to get to the point of fighting them and taking them down if we don't even stop them from making us hurt each other and fight each other? But that's the problem. And that's why humans, man, I just feel like humans are so hopeless because their IQ is so low. So they're just perfect toys for these evil ones to do as they please. It's sad because I feel bad that humans aren't smart enough to figure this shit out. It's simple to me. I see the whole fucking game. But all I can do is tell you guys, if you don't want to listen to me, keep living in the world that we're living in, where people are dying and suffering and killing each other and hurting each other. None of this shit has to happen. It's only happening because you guys believe in these authorities and religions and countries and governments that tell you that this is what you should be doing. That's why this stuff happens. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. So when people figure that out, that will be the first step in humanity being free. But anyways, my warning to finish off this video is pay attention to what's going on and don't participate. You can watch, but don't participate. You don't have to listen to me. You want to be part of it? You want to get involved in some shit that doesn't matter? Go ahead and do it. It only matters if you make it matter, meaning you participating in it and causing things to happen. Once you start to take sides and say, yeah, I believe in this, I think we should do this, that's when things start to happen. And when you really think about it and sit back, you're not even thinking for yourself. You're just doing what somebody else told you is the right thing. But when you think about it, is it really the right thing to kill other people for some religion or beliefs or some country or whatever? Because that's all countries are anyways, they're ideas. What is a country? A country is an idea. That's all it is. It's not real. There's no real countries. It's just like if I say to you guys, who's the United States? There is no United States person. It's just a fucking country with a bunch of people in it. And what makes it the country are the borders and the government and the people that believe that we have a country. Now, if everybody in the United States said there's no such thing as the United States, there wouldn't be any more country. It's that simple. It's an idea that people believe in, just like religion and God and everything else. And politics is the same shit. It's all the same. But anyways, I've said enough. I think you guys get the point. I'm going to make one more video. It'll be more positive than this because it's just going to be a Happy New Year, year in review kind of video where, things like that. That'll be my last video for the year. And please, if you really care about humans in this world and you want things to be good, stop participating in the shit that's causing the downfall of humanity. That's all I have to say. If you like, comment, subscribe, share where you can. Hit the notification bell. See you guys in the next video. Take care.